It's a little bittersweet tonight, I think. We're coming into the close of our first campaign in Savage Worlds. So, where we left off last time, while the knights were on their latest mission in the fishing village of Kilmuir, Scotland, they accompanied their companion Moira to her childhood home, Mackenzie Manor, where strange things were set afoot upon bedding down. The team was plagued with some bad dreams and strange occurrences, all weirdly connected to one another, and awakened to find Moira in a frenzy to speak with her dead Uncle Mac via an Ouija board. Her discussion with her uncle's spirit led you all to a hidden room beneath the manor, where a map lining out a path to Shambhala was discovered, and the ghostly warning of her other uncle Hassani's grave, having been disturbed, loomed large over the evening's activities. Before following up on this revelation, however, the team has to complete the mission that was given to them by the Knights of Victoria, which brought them to Kilmuir in the first place. They must follow up on the autopsy of one Reggie Innes back in Kilmuir and seek out the cause of the disappearance of several other townspeople, including 3 missing children. So that's where we had kind of left off. You guys would have had an opportunity to kind of catch up on some sleep before heading back out to the village in the morning. Before you leave, is there anything that you guys want to do while you're still at the estate?
Okay. Do they have like a storeroom or anything where we could pick up a couple of supplies?
What sort of supplies are you looking for?
Oh, some rope.
I need a fucking rope.
Rope. I could use a new bar of soap.
For your rope.
Yeah, I could use some
on a rope.
Yeah, I could use some soap on a rope. I dropped mine like a dope. And anything else? Nope. And then if they have like a hook of any kind, like the kind of hook you would use to like help pull a shoe off of a horse.
Okay.
It just seems like something that might be kind of useful.
I think the rope should be fairly easy to find. You can probably head out back. Dana, do you think they had like horses stables there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah. So yeah, I think you could probably find most of everything that you need out there in the horses stables, with the exception of the soap.
Okay.
Probably in a pantry somewhere, you could probably find a bar of soap.
Okay. Then I'm set.
Okay.
I'm going to add these to my character if I figure out how.
Anybody else?
I don't remember. I'm taking the book and the map for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't added that to my character yet. I don't know if there's anything else. There's probably something else I should pick up, but I wouldn't know what it is right now.
Okay.
I've been up several hours after we broke up, working on this deep sea or shallow sea breathing suit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty close. I think Bendigo was helping out, and I think we've got it almost functional. Might just need, one more tube or something. But if we're going to be about town, maybe I'll find something.
Okay, so you guys are staying up pretty much the rest of the night working on that. Is that correct?
At least I am.
Okay.
I'll stay up and help.
2 things then. Let's see here. Charlie.
Uh-oh. Let's see where this is going.
You're going to roll a repair. And actually just hold off on that for a moment, because I think actually since he's helping, Bendigo needs to roll his repair first. And actually, who has the highest? You've got a D8, Mike.
Yeah.
Charlie, what's yours? Is a D10. Okay, so she's got the highest. Yeah, so you'll want Mike Indigo to roll.
Give it a roll.
Yeah.
9.
Okay. So that is a success and a raise. So that will give you how does that work? now that we just did that, I don't know how the fuck that works. So okay, that would be a support. So if we go to all right, so Bendigo, if you select Charlie and then roll support.
Let's see. Is support down here on the one of my?
That's in your macros there at the bottom.
Yeah, I'm looking. Oh, there it is. Support. Support
then,
skill would be.
Should
repair?
Be repair. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 6.
Okay, just for the sake of doing it, since you got a 9 last time, roll again and see if we can get a higher result.
Okay,
Because I'm just curious to see if that will change what she rolls with at all. Because I can't remember the mechanics of how that actually works with in-game. Okay, try it again.
Oops. A lot of clicking. One more time.
You just keep rolling lower.
Eventually I'll get to the 1 and then we'll loop back around.
There we go. There we
When
go.
you're building something, it doesn't always come together first
Okay.
thing. You know, sometimes you have to take it apart, rebuild it, keep trying.
All right, so that actually does give you an extra success. So you get a +2 to your roll.
Oh. I don't see how to.
You're just rolling repair.
But I should be adding 2. And I don't see a place to add the 2.
Did you click to roll?
Do I need to choose support in the dropdown or additional?
All right, yeah, that menu's different now. Thanks,
Oh,
Foundry.
okay.
Okay, so let me go in here.
Oh, I can-
Modifiers.
Just add +2 in value.
Value, yes, +2. There it is. Yeah, so there's a drop-down menu under value, just +2 there.
Let's see. I'll see if this works.
Yep, you got a 10. Okay, so yes, you're able to construct using the knight in shining armor there as kind of your basis, and adding a lot of rubber tubes and hoses and stuff like that. You're able to, and I imagine it's probably got like an air compression kind of accordion like thing that kind of pumps air in and out and so forth.
Several cylinders and pulleys. Yeah.
Yep. So you are able to assemble that, put it together, and you'll have to, because you stayed up all night, I'm going to have both you and Bendigo make a vigor roll.
It's not a macro.
Uh,
Not one of mine, I think.
all right, so Bendigo got a 5. And Charlie got a 14. Oh, you're ready. You're ready to go.
He's excited.
Yeah, you were amped up.
So yes, yeah, you're both okay. You don't suffer any negatives. Okay, anybody else then?
Nope. I think I just fully charged for the evening.
Okay. So you grab a little breakfast and head back to Kilmuir, where you are supposed to meet Officer Kelly, who was your contact there in Kilmuir, Sheriff Kelly. He meets you once again outside of the sheriff's office there and walks you down to the county morgue, where he introduces you to the town doctor, a gentleman by the name of Malcolm McFarlane, who has conducted the autopsy on Mr. Reggie Innes. Now, if you recall, this body was found in an inlet there just off of Moray Firth, having sustained some injuries and was missing, you believe, both his intestines and potentially his liver as well from your cursory examination. Mr. McFarlane is a tall, lean man in his probably mid-50s with slightly salt and pepper gray hair and very astute, but also seems to be a little bit put out that he has spent most of his morning here already conducting this autopsy. But he welcomes you into the morgue, which I'll bring you all over here. Just a moment. There we go. Oh, of course, there's music. I'm going to get rid of that shit.
Can't hear it.
I turned it off almost immediately, so. Let's see here.
I like the music. I was the only one.
I didn't hear anything either, so.
Yeah, I couldn't hear it.
We've been to this morgue before.
Yeah, I've used that before.
Okay.
They all look alike.
And our GM's starting to slack. He's reusing things.
It really takes me out of the game.
All right, so there's your
Back in it.
Malcolm McFarlane.
Please use that guy too before.
I have not.
I have not.
I don't know.
How dare you, sir?
I've seen those giant hands before.
You recognize those anywhere.
His ill-fitting pants. Is he a leprechaun?
He kind of seems like it, doesn't he? Yeah.
Recovering.
Apparently he's from the 90s because he's pegging his legs down the bottom there.
And the skinny jeans from the 2020s.
I don't know why I bother.
They're great. Definitely.
Because you love the abuse.
But you have to put it on the video too, though. They can't see this.
Yeah, that's true. maybe it's a good
Talking
thing.
about.
Might be funnier without.
Like a handlebar.
So Malcolm, as I said, he kind of welcomes you in, and he's got Reggie laid out on a slab and has him opened up from his sternum all the way down to the nether region. And he says that the victim certainly died of drowning, from what I can tell, and sustained facial and upper body injuries from some sort of animal after his death. The injuries he sustained post-mortem could have been the result of an accident associated with him falling off of his boat, perhaps getting caught on a sharp edge or his anchor, or perhaps any other number of sharp objects along the rocks on the Firth or underwater. The lake is filled with all kinds of trash and old wreckages. He could have cut himself on anything being drug under the boat. The missing liver and the intestines, I'm sure you noted, from what I understand, they can be explained away by several different types of wildlife that are here in the Firth. There's several species of fish, pike in particular, that have been known to feed on dead bodies, and with an injury like Reggie had sustained, it could attract any number of underwater carnivores to feed on his insides while leaving the outside completely intact. It is also possible, but very unlikely, that the poor boy could have been attacked by a shark. They are not unheard of in these waters, since it does feed out into the North Sea. Now, there's been a lot of conjecture and suspicion of some sort of sea monster that's behind these missing persons. I hear in Kilmuir. I believe it's all coincidence, if you ask me. All three of the fishermen were well known to be alcoholics. I believe their addiction must have caught up to them, and now we're just seeing the results. All three of the men were in dire straits, and if it wasn't an accident, I wouldn't be surprised if the other two didn't say goodnight and let the old Firth envelop their debt. As far as the children go, I'm confident that we'll find those children in due time. The children have been the ones perpetuating the myth of this creature. I'd be willing to lay down a bet that the kids are all safe and sound in a treehouse somewhere, having a good laugh at the panic that they caused among the superstitious elders of this town. So if you're out there looking for some sort of sea monster, I'm afraid you're just going to be in for bad luck.
All right, well, that's a wrap. So that was a great campaign, Chris. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sounds like
well
they
done.
all died.
Well done,
they all
everyone.
died of big
Nothing to see here,
too
folks.
much. Kids are all safe. We're good.
It was Jaws, after all.
Yeah.
Case closed.
Oh, off to the pub.
Let's
Can we
go
grab
for
the
it.
coroner's face and try to pull the mask off?
I'm sure if you want to give that a shot. I knew it was you all along.
It was Mayor O'Leary the whole
Give
time.
it up. I know this comes off. Oh, that's his face.
Were the bodies missing any organs?
Well, this is the only body we've recovered so far, and yes, it was the liver and intestines that had gone missing.
But how does a person who's drunk who falls overboard lose their liver and intestines?
Well, as I said before, it could have been for many of the creatures that do live underwater. The pike are really bad about trying to eat up whatever happens to be open in there, whether it be other marine life or the sad human that finds himself cut open and laying on the bed of the Firth.
Can I look a little closer
Sure.
at the body and see if I noticed any bites or tears that would look like an animal got to him?
We did notice that the last time, and he certainly did have scratches on his face that seemed to have been caused by some sort of animal, would be your best guess. There were 3 claw marks that were kind of across his face and upper like forehead.
What about his abdomen though? Does that look like it's been cut or ripped or like bitten open?
Shredded.
Missing did. Okay.
Yeah,
Like teeth-wise or claw-wise?
difficult to say because of the damage that was done and the couple of days that he had spent out there. You can only recall what you
Everything's all
saw
bald.
the day before. Now an autopsy has been done, and it's much more difficult to kind of discern, exactly what the wounds really truly look like because he's cut into them further.
The kids that have gone missing, are they all similar as far as, are they street rats? Are they from a good neighborhood, from a good family?
All decent families, yeah. Mhm.
Are they all close to the same age?
Close, yeah. Between I may have to look that up. I don't want to stick my foot in my mouth, but I think they're like between 6 to 10. I think at the oldest.
Okay.
Mhm.
Because we really didn't see anything on the shore that we remember from the last time. I think it's time to get in a boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Mr. McFarlane, you said that he was in debt.
Hi, yes. All three of the men were.
Do you know who they were in debt to and for how much?
Well, we probably have. We've got several, realtors here in town and landowners and so forth. So they still owe on their land with one of the banks here in town.
Okay. None of them owed you any money, did they?
Oh no.
Right, okay. They probably do now for doing your work. Good luck, mate. Right. Well, you seem to have an answer for everything.
Well, here to provide answers for you.
Well, thanks. One more question then, if you could give us an answer. Do you know where we could get a boat?
Well, there's several different places along the Firth where you could rent a boat. McAllister's down the road a bit would probably be the closest for you.
Right.
Is that the same McAllister that owns a deli?
Yes, the same actually. Yes.
Yeah.
Ah,
Good sandwiches. Good
yeah, that's
sandwiches.
what I've heard. I've heard they got a really good salad bar. Right. Well, I appreciate your time, and I slip him a little sliver of soap. Oh, I know, doing an autopsy can be dirty business, so just know that we appreciate what you've done here.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, don't even mention it, mate.
I won't.
Right.
To anyone.
Well, I think I've seen enough.
All right. To the boat.
To the boat.
To the boat.
You guys head out, and Sheriff Kelly stays behind with the doctor and lets you guys head on out. They kind of pointed down the road a bit to where the boats would be, but you guys take a step out, and you hear off kind of one of the alleys just across the street, just a psst, psst. And there's a young man standing in the alley across the street. You're gonna really laugh at this one. I'm looking at the picture right now, and here we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and share it with you. There you go.
Yes.
Nice.
Wow.
He's holding a little guitar, and he's
That's a wee guitar.
holding his hand out to you. He's like, come over here. But got a nice top hat with a pair of steampunk goggles up on top, a little backpack, and what looks to be like a rifle slung across his shoulder.
His hands seem to be a normal size. We're making progress.
Okay, good.
It's
I like
just
the
pers-
leg warmer.
It's just the perspectives.
Oh, I think we can trust him. He has
those
normal
those are
size hands.
spats, Charlie. Those are spats, not leg warmers.
It'd be cooler if they were like.
What's he doing with the cell phone case on his belt?
I've already closed it out. I don't know.
Does he have a is that a yoga mat?
That's where he keeps
That's
his cell phone.
it's a soap. That's a pouch to keep your soap in, mate.
It's a
They're all the
soap
rage.
holster.
Soap pouch, soap holster.
It's a soap holster for when you just absolutely have to quick draw and scrub.
Well, he's double hipped. He's got
Why-
another one on the other side.
Oh, he seems like a clean fella. Oh, I trust him.
So anyway, he's motioning for you guys to come over.
Yeah, what's
And
up,
he's
mate?
kind of looking up and down the street, just checking to see if anybody else is coming.
All right, let's go over there.
Hey, you the blokes from London?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come with me for a minute. I don't want to be seen out here. He's a younger guy, probably in his late teens, early 20s. And he bears a striking resemblance to the doctor that you just saw inside. Y'all were just inside talking to me dad, yeah?
Yeah.
The doctor?
Yeah. Not the dead bloke.
No, I hope not the dead bloke. Listen, I think I know what's going on here at Moray Firth. My dad refuses to entertain the idea that there's something more dangerous than a shark out there in those waters.
Yeah, he seemed pretty dismissive.
Listen, all of these disappearances have occurred within the last couple of weeks. Have you heard the cries of the children since you've been here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
These cries have been heard nearly every instance of a disappearance. We would hear the cries the next day, someone would have gone missing. And the tales of the crying children have actually been going on around these parts for generations. But only a smattering of disappearances over the last few decades. All of a sudden, these last few weeks, it's all just ticked up to make everyone kind of notice all of a sudden, because it's happening one right after another. There's something recently that changed. Old man Finley Nelson, is a local farmer, very well respected here in town. Old codger had a patch of land where he cultivated the perfect ground to grow, of all things, watermelons. It was an old pumpkin patch, and somehow he came up with the right mix of soil that he brought over from Georgia in the U.S., and he was able to produce watermelon for the whole town. It's one of the things that drew a lot of the tourists to this place, all the stories of these Scottish watermelons. Now, he'd been doing this for about 40 years or more. In the early days, he would have people come and pick them themselves, but after a while, he closed his farm, put a big fence around the property, and never let anybody inside. Now, Finley died last month, and his entire crop is out rotting by the lake. I saw something crawl out of the water by his place. I went over to investigate. Couldn't tell what it was. Crawled out on all fours, picked up a rotten watermelon, chomped down on it, and spit it out and shot back into the Firth. I went down to the water where it crawled out, and there was an indention there, like something had been crawling in and out of that lake at that very spot for several years. I don't know what it was. Couldn't make it out, but whatever it was, it crawled, but sat like a human would sit, like crouching, and picked up that watermelon, tried to eat it, and then spit it out and just ran away.
Can you take us to that place?
Yeah, I'll take you there. That's no problem.
What did this thing look like? Crawled out on all fours? Was it a color? Was it like, did it look like a man?
It was a bit foggy out. I couldn't make it out exactly, but I would say that it was kind of a greenish gray color. Had a rather largish head in proportion to its body, but it couldn't have been more than 3 feet tall. But I didn't see it stand. It was crouched.
Was it Could you tell if it was? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Okay. So we're going to this where he saw this thing.
Yeah, Nelson's place is just down the road a piece, close to the area where I think they found that body.
Okay.
All right, so he walks you several blocks out of the city proper, and you're back kind of in the countryside once again, following a long, winding gravel road that runs just alongside of Moray Firth. Off in the distance, you see kind of what he described, a fenced-off area that overlooks the Firth. There's lots of trees and so forth in the area. You can kind of smell just a tinge of a sweetness, kind of a sickeningly sweetness in the air as you approach. The house is fenced off from the front with a little gate. You can kind of see in through the slats of the gate, and it's an old cottage, pretty humble in its appearance. And Finley, Tyler, I guess he didn't actually introduce himself to you. He in the walk there, he introduces himself. Tyler McFarland is his name, and he has been off at school and came back for a semester off and has been staying with his parents, but he's been intrigued by all of the goings-on here in the Firth with these missing persons, and especially the missing children. He's got a real soft spot for the kids. But he pulls out a knife and pops it in the slats of the gate and pops the lock from the inside and opens the gate for you. So the cottage, like I said, it's pretty humble, fairly small. There's wood pile out on the side, and several trees that flank the area. I'm going to pull up the map here for you. Get that up here. Foundry. Let's go. Once you get inside the fenced area, you see that there's a couple of stone walls that were there probably when the cottage was originally built. Thing looks like it's probably 150 years old, so it's been here for quite some time. Now he's done some renovations over the years and tried to, keep it up for the most part. Two large boulders that kind of frame a dock that feeds out into the loch, and some stepping stones that lead down to that area. Off north of where you guys are looking right now, past the tree line over here, is where the watermelon patch is. But Tyler says that he saw that creature kind of come up in this area right up here, just between the topmost boulder and the trees.
All right. Well, I'll head over there and see, what we can notice, on the ground, if there are any kind of footprints or anything like that.
Okay. Where's everybody else heading?
I'll go with you, mate.
Yeah, come on.
I'm gonna check out the pile of hay or straw, just in case something's in there.
All right.
I'm gonna go in there.
I'm just gonna walk by it.
Just,
For the love of God!
I'm gonna go inside the house.
You're going in the house? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go with you. I'll go in the house too.
Okay. And Charlie, you're
Checking out
kind of
trees.
checking out. Okay. The old cottage is still in fairly decent shape on the inside. All of Finley's personal belongings are still scattered about the house. As I said before, it's a meager abode, but he had all of the necessities. A small kitchen with enough pots and pans and dishes for a single elderly man. He had a sitting area with a rocking chair and a side table where a pipe still sits waiting to be filled with tobacco. A smell which still hangs in the air. He had a simple bedroom, no photos of family, and a single twin-sized bed with a dresser. In the backyard, those of you that are kind of wondering about that area, it looks out into Moray Firth and has a small cove. It's a beautiful view. The only thing that mars it is the smell of rotting watermelons off beyond the tree line. The smell is, those of you that kind of walked closer to where that little indention was, where Tyler had seen the creature come out, it's almost gagging you. The smell is so strong over there. The yard tapers down to the lake with some stepping stones, and a dock is flanked on either side with a pair of large boulders. So you wanted to kind of take a look at that area coming out of the Firth, right?
Yeah.
If you want to roll a notice. Yeah, both of you got an 11. All right, so that area that he was talking about, there is a definite indention there. And it does look like something has been coming in and out of here. You can see the grass area is kind of discolored and kind of dead in that area. And there's a distinct path coming out of the Firth. And it even looks like it kind of juts in between those two trees and leads to the area where the watermelon field is located. On closer inspection, that area there where it's a little bit muddy, where the water is kind of splashing up onto land, you can see that there are definite prints in there. Whether they're footprints or claw prints, it's kind of hard to tell. But looking at it, it looks like they are three-fingered or three-toed, whatever the case may be. They're definitely leaving behind traces of like 3 digits in the mud.
Okay.
Moira and Henry inside. Is there anything particular that you're looking for?
I'm gonna look around and see if I see any protective artifacts, like someone would hang up in their house to try and protect them, or if there's any of the opposite, like any items that maybe someone would have left a curse on the person or anything.
Okay.
Shards of whatnot, and under the bed and at the corners of the house, probably I'll check as well.
Okay. Let's see here. What's your notice? Is a d6 and your occult is a d6. Okay, so roll occult for me.
Oh, I went on the wrong page, sorry.
A 4. Okay. Looking around the house, he doesn't seem to be much of a superstitious individual. But there's something hanging in the window that overlooks the Firth. And it seems to be, it almost looks like something that a child would have made. in an attempt to kind of create a doll of some sort. This, could have been made by a grandchild, or maybe a local kid or something like that. But it is made of like this kind of greenish, almost like seaweedy type stuff. And has what appears to be like webbed hands and feet. And there's no like clothing of any kind. So, I mean, it's just like almost like a stick figure that has these like webbed feet and hands.
Oh. Okay.
Henry, Charlie, is there anything that you guys are wanting to check out?
I'm gonna tap my cane on the floor and check out the floorboards all over the cottage.
You roll a notice.
Of course. Now, it doesn't appear to be that worked. There we go. There we go. Look at that. Yes. Well, I rolled a 3.
And you kind of tap around here and there, and everything seems fairly solid. I mean, there's some creaky boards here and there, but nothing that would make you think that there's like a hidden passage, or that he's trying to hide anything under the floorboards.
Okay, so I'll just have a
Nothing
seat on the
loose.
bed and relax a couple minutes.
Charlie, what were you doing out there?
I was investigating the trees. It sounds extremely pagan when I say it that way. I mean, I was gonna see if they were shrouding any observers, give them a shake, see if any nuts come loose.
Seems to be pretty clear over there. Nobody lurking in the shadows or climbing the trees.
All right.
Hieronymus, you kind of check out your haystack over there. Nothing hiding in there.
Dang.
He just
Good
finds
guess.
one needle.
It's magnetic.
Bendigo and Father Mapple. You guys are right at the edge of the lake there. If you will, roll a notice.
Father Maple just walked on water.
He
you guys see
did. I saw that. Yeah. Now, did you want to be on the dock, Mike? You can certainly be on the dock. You don't have to move back to where you were.
Okay, yeah, I was kind of looking at what we were looking at, just from a different angle.
Mm-hmm.
I'll move back.
Both of you guys got a 4. Okay. So you both heard something out on the lake. It was a high-pitched kind of cry, if you had to put your finger on it. And you're questioning whether or not you actually heard it, but you both kind of look out at the same moment and then look at each other and realize, okay, did you hear that? Yeah, I heard that. From the distance that you're at, you kind of can tell that you both heard whatever that happened to be.
All right. Can I discern any particular direction? Or is it just out in the water somewhere?
Just
or?
out. It was kind of hard to tell exactly where. I mean, when you guys both shot the look out there, you both kind of looked in the same general direction, which would have been, pretty much northwest, from where you are right now.
Yeah.
Did it sound like it was very far out?
Hard to say.
Okay. Are there any rocks along the shoreline?
No, it's pretty muddy
Okay.
along the shoreline, and there's the lake is down a little bit, so it's probably about a 2.5, maybe 18-inch drop or so from the edge there.
I'm near the watermelons, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Are any of them intact enough still that they would hold together if I wanted to toss one in the lake?
Ooh.
Are they all like rotted, like
they're
ooey gooey mess?
Yeah, they've been sitting out here for several weeks, and yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty nasty.
All right,
there's other rocks and stuff though around, like off the boulder there. If you're just wanting to kind of,
I just want to throw a rock out into the lake and see if there's any response to it.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up a rock and toss it as hard as I can in the general direction of where I think the sound came from.
Okay.
Would that be athletics?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I'd like to make kind of a concentrated effort to kind of see where the rock lands and see what I can see.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of from my years on the whaling ships, kind of notice any disturbance on the surface of the water, or, any sign that there might be something just below the surface.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be pretty far out there. My arm's a cannon.
Duly noted.
Go ahead and roll a notice then, Mike.
I'm looking in that direction too, or I'm watching their antics from my perch on the rock.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll a notice too.
I just imagine you actually perched on it, like knees, hand.
Crouched like a monster over a watermelon.
Like Spider-Man on the Chrysler building.
All right, so Bendigo launches a rock probably about 50 feet out into the Firth there. So it goes out pretty far. And you see the rock hit causes a ripple. And then not too far from it, like maybe about 10 feet away from it, off to the left, you see just a little bit of a ripple under the water there. And I mean, whatever it wasn't a fish. It was something that had a decent amount of mass to it.
Okay. Did you see that, Bendigo?
Oi, I did, mate. It was quite a throw, wasn't it?
Yeah, you really launched that. You got all of that one.
Oh, thanks, mate. Yeah.
Well done. Did you close to where that amazing throw landed? Did you happen to see any motion? Did you see? I noticed that something's out there. Something was moving after you threw the rock.
Oh, I didn't see it, mate. I wasn't paying that much attention.
Yeah, I definitely saw something out there.
Do you want me to grenade it?
Yes. Without hesitation. Do you have any depth charges in that thing? Could we wrap one in a plastic bag or something?
I was gonna say I don't see why we can't fabricate a depth charge with a grenade.
It's a ways out there, but I've got that aeronautical delivery system. We took it about as high as it could possibly fly. The force of gravity might just,
Yeah.
We ought to tell the others. There's something out there.
Grenade first, ask questions later.
Oh, I meant we should tell people that there's something out there, not that Charlie's going to blow them up.
Hey guys, come watch this.
Check this out.
Hold my beer.
Well,
and scene.
We found the children. Well, bits of them.
Most of them.
Oh.
Hopefully there's enough to identify. And we won't want to take off and go to that Oshkosh place or whatever it was. Shambhala. Get something to eat.
Do it.
Right.
Throw the grenade.
Does anybody want to swim out first? Get out.
If you're going to be throwing a grenade, I think that's the last thing that anybody's going to want to do. And stay very far away from the water.
Are you thinking we need to entice it to come into shore a little bit more?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
I think if Charlie automatically kills it out there, we're never gonna figure out what it is.
Okay, I think I got this. I pick up a rotten watermelon and chuck it at Bendigo.
What?
Does it hit me?
Well, that's how I'm hoping. I'm hoping here.
Okay, so you're gonna roll athletics
Okay.
at a -2
Oh.
because it's falling apart in your hands.
Okay. Let's see.
He's gonna roll like a 12.
I think I got that. Why is that not? Oh, there. It's up at the. Okay, there it is. Man.
It's technically, well, yeah, you're going actually against his. What are you going against here? Actually, it's thrown. So yeah, he hits you.
Oi, mate. What the hell?
Do you smell?
Well, yeah, I smell like a rotten watermelon. Kind of sweet and succulent, but not quite right.
You know what you need to do? You need to.
Yeah, I need to
you
go
need to
get me soap out and take a bath.
Yeah, yeah. Why don't you do that and then just step in the water? We won't look.
Jesus, Ronnie, what is wrong with you?
What?
And I take my hat off and I start unbuttoning my shirt and I get my soap out. So why would you do something like that?
It slipped.
Well, what were you throwing it at? The rock?
I was gonna bust it on the rock.
But you're
Yeah,
a robot, mate. You got superpower. You can
Well,
throw
but-
pretty far.
That's true, but
At this
I
point, I'm
was just
taking my
taking
pants
aim.
off. And my shoes are already off, and I've got my soap.
It was still the young boy in me growing up. We would take fruit and throw it against the cliffs and the rocks there at the beach, and so it just kind of was coming back to me. And well, there was nothing here in the straw pile, so I felt like I needed to do something.
Fair enough, mate. Yeah, I did that too. Yeah, okay, I'll get it. Well, let's not do it again. At least not towards me. Give me a heads up. And I'm wandering out into the water at this point.
Yep.
And I start waving the soap around and getting a lather.
And Charlie and
Well, it's just bloody cold.
And Father Maple, what are you guys doing while this whole mess is going on?
I'm like, Bendigo, there's something out there. Make it quick. And
I'm
I'll
trying
just,
to, mate. I'm freezing right now.
I just try to keep an eye on the basic area where we saw the disturbance.
Do we
see if I can see any rapid, aggressive motion toward the shore.
Okay.
I'm apologizing to Moira and Sir Henry for calling them out to witness this.
You just see Bendigo just stripping down and soaking up in the lake.
Go back!
Okay. Father Maple, give me a notice roll, please.
I sure hope you noticed something.
Okay.
The water's cold.
You're focusing in, on Bendigo. Charlie's saying, "No, go back," and she distracts you a little bit. So you look over your shoulder and you see Moira and Sir Henry coming out, and then we are going to roll this. Oh, look at that.
Moira, is Bendigo taking off his clothes?
He's just taking a quick bath.
Oh,
But I feel like that's not going to be the worst of our problems.
why is he doing that right now?
I don't even know.
Ask the robot.
But why is he taking off? Bendigo taking off his clothes?
He smells.
Oh, I see.
So Bendigo, you're just cleaning yourself off, getting the pits pretty good, and then all of a sudden this thing comes up out of the water and grabs hold of you and begins to pull you under. And it's slimy, and it makes a sound like as it comes up out of the water.
Well, what's it look like?
It happens so fast. It's really hard to kind of catch a glimpse as to what this thing actually looks like.
Bendigo, might not be the best time to take a bath.
It pulls you underwater. Now you can roll a strength check on this, and you're going to need to get at least a 6.
Ooh. Spend a penny.
Mm-hmm.
Spend a penny. I'm gonna save my bennies.
Okay.
Weird.
I drowned.
All right. So it grabs you and it pulls you under. And Father Mapple, you hear that happen. You turn and you see just this soapy film over the water that is now churning.
And I can't see.
Do we not have time to get a shot
figure?
off or something?
Not in that moment. Now it's time. Now it's time for initiative.
Okay.
Man, I'm gonna feel really bad if I get Bendigo killed. Sorry, Bendigo.
I knew that I should have tied the rope around my waist and tied it around a tree.
Well, you're too busy not, the rope on the soap on the rope is, you were using it at the time.
Oh no, in my gear I actually had 10 meters of rope.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, I could have tied myself off.
Well,
Okay.
at least my plan worked.
Can you
So
swim?
go ahead. What?
I'm asking Bendigo if he can swim. I don't remember if he ever said if he could swim or not.
I don't think he can. I think. No, I'm sorry. That's Mapple.
I
That
can't speak.
that was Mapple.
Yeah. No, I can't.
Bendigo can't read.
I'm ugly and I can't read. So I have no persuasive skills and
Right.
I can't even read a self-help book to learn them. So
Okay.
The Tin Man has no heart.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, if I did something here, I'm going to try something. Mike Hancock, can you still see yourself?
nope, I'm underwater.
Okay. So you have no idea of where you are, correct?
Nope. I just see Grindy low.
I'm going to try this to see if this works then. Okay. So they have disappeared. But the water's kind of churning in that area. So you know roughly where they are. Hieronymus, you're the first up as far as your initiative goes.
Oh, okay. I am gonna take off running into the water.
Ooh, you'll rust.
Hopefully not. So, because you won't like this next idea I have.
No.
He didn't like
He's
that first idea you had.
I
Charlie,
think I know
the
what's about
grenade.
ready to happen. Go ahead and make a move,
Alrighty.
and that's still within your range, so you're not moving too fast.
Alrighty. So I'm gonna try to get those guys to the surface. So I'm gonna take that sonic emitter, and I'm gonna put it underwater and see if I can get them to come to the surface.
Okay.
So let's see. It was either that or I turn on my electrifying field. So sonic emitter might be the better option. 6.
So you got a 6. All right, so that would be considered a hit. And now,
I just put it down in the water. I don't point
Yeah.
it. I'm
does
just
that,
trying to get them to come back up.
it's been a while since we've used that thing. Does that actually cause damage?
No,
Or
it's
is
just an irritant. It has
Right.
0 damage.
Okay, so
The sound travels more quickly and more strongly through water.
yes, and it potentially causes them to be distracted or vulnerable, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Death.
I think we're gonna be having a fish fry tonight.
Mm-hmm. All right, so let's go. Let's go with that. Okay. All right, both Bendigo and the Grindylow come up after that happens, and you're kind of stunned by that. And then it goes to Henry, and I see that he shot his flintlock pistol.
No, not yet. Not yet.
With me right in the way.
I'm gonna shoot now. Now I'm gonna shoot.
Line of sight, man. Line of sight.
When the stars align, the stars align.
Yeah, you know, I don't need to. I'm pretty good with this, so
Shoot around
I'm
it.
not gonna worry about you. Let's
He's
see.
gonna bend the bullet.
Here we go.
Ooh, that's a hit.
That's a 10. Does that give me a raise?
It's just a hit.
Okay. So how do you roll damage?
Actually, just hit Grindylow hit over. No, you don't have to do that.
No, it gets what? No, it should be 3d6. No. All right, it's +3, so it's not 4. It's I get +2 for the bolt. It's going to be 6 damage.
Okay, so you're doing bolt, not the actual flintlock.
No, my flintlock is. Oh, I should have rolled bolt. Yeah, my flintlock is bolt. It's like that's my special hit. With
Okay,
it.
so yeah, you need to roll bolt instead.
Man, it's like it's me. I'm targeting myself. No, I'm targeting. This second, we're all gonna be okay. Someday I'll figure this out. By the end of tonight. Okay, so I'm gonna roll bolt. Here we go. And shooting. Okay, 8. But it's with my thing, which gets +2. So that's what's not taken into account. It's with my special weapon, my
All right,
improved
so
trademark weapon.
that would be a 9. 10, sorry. That would be a 10.
Yeah.
So that is a that is a raise.
Okay. So then that's this then. Oh. Damage, dude, damage. It doesn't do the damage.
It's 2d6.
No, but with a raise it says it's 3d6, and then down below it says it's 46 with the raise.
Okay, so 46 with a raise, then you can, if you go to, where are you at on your thing?
I'm in bolt damage.
Okay. And then so hit the 2d6 and then add on the value. No, not the value. That's not right.
Oh, plus roll raise. There we go. And I'll do it. There's 3d6.
All right. So that's 11. All right. So that for him. So that's
Not one of my better shots, but you know.
it's pretty good though.
Did I accidentally hit Hiranabot?
Nope. This thing kind of juts up out of the water to kind of escape that sonic blast that he got hit with. And he like leaps up out of the water and you catch him right straight in the neck. And this green blood just splurts out of him. And he crashes back into the water.
Did I mention that I was trying to ricochet off Hiranabot's armor?
No.
I see that you tried that.
To, like hit his shoulder and then into the back.
Yeah.
Just a
Your rolls aren't
tap.
that good. Come on, let's not get carried away.
Father Mapple.
So this is after the creature's crashed back down?
Yes. Yep. He's back in the water and kind of out of sight once again.
I was readying my harpoon anyway, just kind of out of instinct of wanting to attack something that's in the water. So I'll throw my harpoon.
Okay.
At
in the
spot
direction
where I
where it
suspect
was.
it is.
Sure. Go ahead and make that roll at a -2, please.
And that's my trademark weapon or whatever that is. So can it just cancel out the +2?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Can I spend a Benny for that?
Sure.
That's
If you just click the little Benny next to the 3, it'll re-roll it.
I'll give up there.
Okay. All right. So you threw it in, sploosh, and you can tell that it definitely didn't hit. You can reel it back in with the rope that's attached.
Okay.
And then we move on to Charlie.
I feel like I would just wade out and try to retrieve whatever I can from the lake. You know, help Bendigo out. Maybe if that thing is floating, grab it. No.
Okay. Just gonna hold for a moment till you see what happens.
Well, I mean, I can go in and try to help out. I don't think I'm doing anything fancy. Mostly I have grenades and such, and it, you know, the creature's been hit, right?
It has.
Yeah. I don't know. I could loan Father Maple a Benny to re-roll the harpoon to see if he can snag the beast, and we'll haul it in and have proof.
That's up to you guys.
I mean, do we still see the blood from the beast on the water? Like, can we see blood coming up to the top? The green blood?
Well, again, this is happening so fast at this point. No, only like 2 or 3 seconds have really passed in this time frame. So right now, no.
Okay.
All right. So you gave a Benny.
Yeah.
Okay. So let me give Mike an extra Benny to roll. There you go. Oh, I gave the wrong Mike a Benny. There we go.
No take backsies. I am drowning.
True.
I'm gonna need it, mate.
Okay, so yeah, you hit it, and you're able to start to reel it in now at this point. And then we go to Bendigo. You're stunned at the moment, so you have to roll to go unshaken.
What do I roll for that?
That's under the macros again. It's the theater mask.
Okay. Of course. Roll.
No longer shaken, and you may act normally. So what do you want to do to do you want
Hop
to
up
try
out
to
of the
get
water and try to swim to shore?
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And that's just an athletics. Yeah, just rolling athletics for that. You're struggling to get out. Are you going to actually spend a Benny for that?
Oh yeah, because you accidentally gave me a one.
Okay,
So.
all right. Hey, might as well then.
That's fair, because I technically didn't earn that Benny. So. So I did.
Okay, no, I'm not gonna kill you over that. That's
Not over that.
Yeah. But you are just struggling to get out of there at this point.
Okay. My feet just sliding in the mud, and I'm just flailing about like an idiot.
Lady Moira.
I'm gonna use my elemental manipulation to create a wave behind Bendigo to push him onto the shore.
Okay.
Oh yeah. I guess I did that right. I targeted him. I don't know.
That's okay. That's fine. We just don't roll damage, and you're fine. Yeah. So you're struggling to try to get out of there, and all of a sudden you just feel like this hand of water that just gently just places you up onto the hill there, right next to the boulder.
Just thanks, Firth.
And then it'll come back around to Hieronymus then at this point. Now, Mapple, you're in the process of pulling that thing up onto the dock.
Okay. So, and Bendigo is safe on shore now?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I guess I'm just going to take out a saber, and as Mapple is pulling him in, I'm just going to slice across and see if I can fatally wound this guy as he's coming back in.
Oh, it's dead.
Oh, he's dead. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's definitely dead.
In that case, I will go up and help Father Mapple pull.
Okay. This is what you end up pulling out of the Firth.
Ooh.
Oh.
It is a about 3 foot tall creature with fins on the back of its arms and the backside of its legs, frog-like feet, and then its hands have 3 fingers. They end in these little sharp dagger-like claws that seem to be retractable. They are slowly kind of seeping back into its fingers here at this point, but you can still see the tips of those claws. And it has this one kind of large snaggle tooth that comes out of the base of its jaw. And amphibian-like eyes and little horny-like things that mount the top of it. It has a look of kind of like a frog crossed with a fish, piranha-like thing.
Does that look like the doll thing I saw hanging in the window?
It may be a crude representation of it.
Are we supposed to be seeing a picture or something? I didn't see it.
Oh yeah. You want me to try to pull it up again? I'll pull it up again here.
I think it's my internet here. It's a little rough.
All right. I clicked show players. It should be showing up there for you.
Yeah, it's not. That's all right. It's probably my internet. Don't worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
He had not used this one before. So can we tell if this thing is an adult or a juvenile of this beast just by its look?
It's hard to say. You have nothing really to compare it to.
Yeah, I know. That's okay.
Father Mapple, since you had a really good notice there initially looking for these creatures and you know what the movement looks like, maybe roll another notice.
Okay.
My concern is this the only one, or is this a baby of something larger out there?
As you hear Hieronymus say that, it draws your eye back out into the Firth, and way out there, you swear you see the movement of something under the water moving away fairly quickly, and it's not just one thing, but it's 3 things that all seem to be moving in tandem underneath the water. You see the ripples that ripple out behind it.
And they're just moving like directly away from us, like away from the shore.
Mm-hmm. But they're sticking fairly close to the shoreline. They're maybe about 20 feet out from the shoreline and moving parallel with it.
All right, there are more out there, but they're not headed in just yet.
Don't worry, I've got this. And I start heading over to the bad watermelon again.
Okay.
Are you talking about me or the actual watermelon?
Yes.
Maybe both. It's
Because I'm standing there with a hat over my. Because I'm still naked from my bath.
and some mysterious hand had pushed you up on shore.
Yeah.
All right.
Who are you shooting, Henry?
I think he just shot himself.
He did. Trouble with the cane.
This game is terrible.
Checking my cane.
He just looked over and saw the back of Bendigo. He's like,
Never point the shooty end at yourself.
Little dark out here.
What? It's dark. No, it's daylight, dude.
Is it? Oh,
Oh.
it's my sight.
After
are there
2
boats?
wounds.
Is there a boat anywhere?
There's a canoe, or not a canoe. There's a rowboat directly out in right next to Father Maple. Actually, there.
Can we all fit on it?
It'd be a tight squeeze to get 6 of you on there.
Let's go after these things.
I thought that was a floating log.
So did I.
Father Maple.
Can we see the images still? Can we see these creatures still swimming?
They're far away, but Maple's got a bead on them.
Ah. Shoot him!
Well, with
They're probably too far away to shoot, and he can't actually see where they are. He just sees the ripple effect underneath or on top of the water.
Charlie, now might be the time for
dive bomb.
the grenade plan.
I was just about ready to
Yep.
MacGyver some sort of a motor and yank the platform off, strap it to the rowboat, the whole thing out like a barge, you know.
Like a torpedo.
But I could just
Bomb 'em.
it. whatever you want. I'm taking requests.
Torpedo him!
Okay.
Quincy, you're 45 minutes early tonight. What's going on?
Well, do you think?
So we're sending the aeronautical device with a bomb? Is that what you're saying?
Let's hear that, or Moira could use her element manipulation and see if she could bring them back in closer to shore.
Combo move.
Team up.
I don't know if they're too far. Our GM disappeared.
Kicking my
Quick.
cat out of
Quick, do it before he gets back.
They're dead. They're on the shore.
We rolled really, really high.
All right, so what are you doing, Christy?
Well, if Moira wants to do the combo move, and
Are they
like,
too far away?
tsunami-
Are they too far away to use my elemental manipulation again?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought.
all right, I'll send the weighted mini cannon out with the aeronautical device
Mm-hmm.
and try to drop it right on him.
Oh, okay. All right.
How many did you say there were? 3?
Seemed like there was 3, yes.
Very specific number, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Is Peter with us?
I
Did you
think
leave
he's
him?
I think I must. I don't know. I don't see him out here.
We forgot Peter again.
Damn it! I think I left him at the.
Always losing our Peter.
It's not lost. The
Speak for
water was
yourself,
cold.
All right, for sake of doing it, I'm going to put 3 Grindylow out here since I can't actually fit them on the map where they actually would be. But there they are, just so we can blow them up.
I don't think you should blow them up, Charlie.
Okay.
What do you think about this?
What if he dropped it on the
Trap them.
on the other side and exploded, and that would cause them to turn, so you're firing a warning shot.
Drop it in the middle of the lake, make a tsunami, and wash them up on shore.
I almost feel like we need to come back. Have it trapped. Because we got the scuba suit or whatever. What are you calling it? This thing you built.
Yep. The underwater breathing suit.
Yes.
Is it self-contained?
The self-contained underwater breathing suit.
We all have
Or
to,
apparatus.
We have to stand at we have to
sounds
stand
fancier.
at the end with the hose, and we're all breathing into it.
Well, that's
I
a
know.
good idea.
An idea. You can blow them up if you want.
I don't know if I drop the bomb on the other side of them and wash them toward us, then maybe they'll be close enough for you to use the elemental manipulation to bring them in, and then we'll have a conversation with them. Put them down for a chat. Explain what Sir Henry did to their offspring.
Shoot him.
Is your ADS in the air right now?
Yes.
Yes, I think so.
Okay, roll a notice because they're getting away.
Okay. Sorry.
Are we missing kids? Don't we have to find out where the kids are?
Eventually.
That is true.
If we kill them all, we might not find the kids.
That's why I was afraid. Like, that's why I asked if this thing looked juvenile or adult, because I'm afraid they are the kids.
It's a very good question.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And did you roll the notice there?
I did. I didn't do well.
Okay. Father Mapple, you're losing sight of them, and you're trying to kind of point in the direction of where you're seeing them for Charlie to try to catch it with the ADS so that she can actually, at least follow them, if not drop something on them.
Okay.
So Charlie, you didn't make the roll at this point, so you're not able to pinpoint them, and Mike, you're about ready to lose them.
All right. So can I do a farsight power and see if I can track them? Because
Sure,
it says
yeah.
I can read lips or fine print up to a mile in distance.
Mhm.
So, okay, let's see.
Can read fine print a mile distance.
Yep. Farsight doesn't have a skill. Would you like
You're reading newspapers?
Yeah.
Ooh,
So,
aren't you a fancy robot? Like, can you read could you read a back of the ingredients on a cereal box from that far?
Yeah, probably.
Apparently so.
They probably didn't have cereal box. How about prescriptions?
We probably didn't have those either.
Besides, no.
It was, yeah. I think I just
All right.
rolled.
How about encyclopedias?
So, a 6.
Yep. So yes. No, that's not right. You're rolling on athletics for some
Well,
reason. I don't know why that is.
I clicked on it and it said PowerPoint 2. It's duration for 5 rounds. I guess I just turn it on. I don't think I have to actually roll anything. But it has an athletics button. And that's why I clicked athletics thinking, well, I gotta roll that.
Let's see if we-
What about Poor Richard's Almanac? Could you read that
Yes.
from a mile away?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not gonna fuck with it right now. That will do. It's a good roll. So you can pinpoint where they're going, and it's right about this point that Mapple loses sight of them, but you're able to hone in on where he was pointing, so you can kind of see where they are.
Okay.
And they're moving at a pretty decent clip. If you had to guess, they're probably traveling at about 25 miles an hour.
Oh wow. Okay. But they're still moving away from us.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We need to push some fresh meat in the water to bring these guys back to us, because there's no way that the ADS is going to get out there. But can I tell where they're headed? Or are they just going out to sea? Or are they going to the other side of the lake?
They're hanging close to shore by about 20 feet out from the shoreline.
But they're not swimming away from us.
They are swimming away from you, yes.
What? Okay. I'm trying to.
Did I not make that clear somehow?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to figure out how one hangs by the shore but it's swimming away from us if we're on the shore.
They're moving parallel to the shoreline,
Okay.
So the lake is huge. I mean, it goes out for miles.
And then are they swimming back and forth or in one direction?
They're swimming in one direction away from you.
All right.
What kind of stroke are they using?
Yeah.
But we're on the
Well,
shore.
I mean, it's. I'm sitting there going, wait, how can they be? Okay. So I can track them, but how are we going to get these guys to come back?
I don't know that we can make them come back. I think we killed one of them. I don't think they're going to come back for rotten watermelon.
And 25 miles per hour, we can't keep up with them. Does anybody have like something to keep up with them?
Do I have Blinky with me?
Yeah.
No.
Send Blinky after him.
Let's go.
He's a teleporting dog.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, the only
after
other
him.
option. The only other option is for us to walk along the shore with them.
And Charlie's
Try to keep
ADS
them-
is fast, but she's just got to be able to know where she's going.
Okay. How do you control the ADS?
Through her goggles.
Charlie, could you hook up your ADS to me quickly? And
I've
I'll
got
see if...
Farsight too, I think.
Oh, do you have Farsight too?
I think so.
Oh,
Oh.
well, that's
Well,
a
there-
whole other story then, isn't
Yeah,
Where would I find that?
Think
That's
you should-
related
it's
to
a
my
power.
Oh, it's dark sight. It's not
it?
Farsight.
Okay. All right.
Sorry, I
Yeah.
cannot read Pilgrim's Progress from a mile away.
Mhm.
Couldn't we like set a trap tonight?
That's what I think we should do.
That makes sense.
Because I'm still like getting dressed over here. I'm not gonna be much more.
It worked once.
While you guys are discussing that, Hieronymus, you do see the three ripples kind of veer off towards the shore. And it looks like they go into this little stream that kind of shoots off from the lake into. It's kind of hard to tell because they kind of go around the curve, but they actually do go into this stream. So they are not in the lake proper anymore.
All right, so it looks like they just turned up and went to just like a stream or an offshoot to the lake. So maybe what we could do is a few of us go down the stream, two of us stay at the mouth of the stream, and in that way, if they start trying to head back out to the lake, those two can possibly stop them while the other ones are going down to see if we can find where they're going or drive them back out of that little stream.
I like it.
All right.
That seems a lot better than your first plan. That you really should have shared with us.
Well, I figure not everybody would go along with it if I actually told you what I was doing.
Bait. Using bait.
Yeah, there's one person that might not have. And with that, I just take my hat and I just put it up on my head and I just stare at him and shake a little bit.
You got to use your soap, though.
Yeah, well, soap
right.
is precious. You don't just waste it.
Mora had a whole cupboard full back at the house. We're good.
Do I have any slime or anything on me from where that guy grabbed me? Or did it all come off?
Most of it came off as you were
Okay.
getting out of the lake. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so do we want to try to trap them in the stream?
Yeah, that sounds good.
The offshoot. Okay.
Can
All right,
I-
GM, pull that part of the map up.
Well, yeah. Hang on a second, Dana. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, can we drag the dead Grindylow onto shore and have a look at it real quick?
Sure. Yeah.
I mean, obviously we know what it looks like.
Mhm.
Normal
I think-
hands, everything.
I think it's actually already there. It's just not moved.
Okay.
Because part of the map will pulled it in.
Oh, did you put it on the
Oh.
shore?
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I just didn't do anything with it there.
No, I
Get it
just- That part.
Get it back to that map. There we go. So yes, it's up on the dock, and you've been able to kind of take a good look at it. Again, it's hard to know how old this thing is because you really have nothing to compare it to. You've never seen anything like it before. Even if you can roll an occult roll for me.
Hold on.
Yeah, it is some sort of mythical sea creature. I mean, other than that, there's very little that you can really discern from it. Something definitely that you've never seen before in any of the books that you've gone through. So I know that doesn't help very much.
Nope, I tried. All right, I'm gonna start walking to the stream, I guess. I don't know who wants to follow. I don't know how far it is. Maybe I'll run. I don't know how far it is.
It's pretty decent click. Probably about a half a mile down the way. But you guys do come across the stream working together. Do you want to have Blinky with you?
No. Yeah. No. I mean, I'm not going to send him in the water. I don't want him to get hurt.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't really had a lot of time to train him.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, this is a sign of good GM. He just randomly pulled a stream map up.
Thanks. Yeah, see. So this does kind of come into another little curve here on the Firth, and it empties out into a pretty narrow little stream, but the stream actually seems to be fairly deep once you kind of get up to it. It's got that same kind of about 3-foot drop off that the lake does, and you can't really quite see the bottom of the stream. But if you come up into this area right up in here where the stream meets up with the lake, you can see that it goes all the way back to the mouth of a cave.
Okay. We can assume that they're headed that direction, but we need to keep them from escaping out. So I'm going to do this. I am going to plant myself in the water at the base of the stream.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to turn on my damage field there at the base of the stream. And then hopefully everybody can start looking for them. And I'll keep them from going out in the lake because I should be able to fill up that entire mouth of that stream with a damage field there.
Yep, sure.
I tell everybody stand back.
Let's try to mark that here real quick. Let's see what we can do here.
Let's see. Are you drawing that or am I drawing that?
I'll draw it here for you, maybe. Let's see if I have any luck. So 5.
I would think it would be like a sphere, so it'd be 3D around me.
Yeah, but how many spaces are we talking?
I gotta pull that back up. Oh crap! I want that. Let's see, damage field. I don't know if we PowerPoint's range small. That's all I got. Lasts for 5 rounds. Cost 4 PowerPoints. Range small.
I'm just gonna draw something here. Apparently, nope, can't move it like that.
I'm gonna try to draw it.
There we go. I got it.
Oh, there you are. Ooh, that's small. Wow. Okay. That works for me.
Range was 5, right?
It just said small, but
Okay. Yeah.
it'll last for 5 rounds.
Okay.
That's what she said. Sorry. Sorry, I was holding that in.
All right. So where do you guys want to go at this point then? So.
I start walking up the right side of the stream towards the cave and just seeing if I can, not like right on the water, but to where I could still see into the stream.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of walking slowly, seeing if I can detect where they are or see where they've gone or anything like that.
Bendigo, where are you going?
Can I jump across the stream and be on the other side?
Yep, agility.
Let's do that real quick. Probably land right in the middle of it.
Oh, there you go.
All right.
Expertly leaping across.
You can do a backflip across the stream.
Okay. And I want to take my rope,
Mhm.
and I'm going to just be throwing it out and slapping the water with it, and then I bring it back in and I slap the water. I'm trying to kind of agitate it a little bit.
Okay.
Just send some shock waves through and see if they respond to anything.
All right, Henry.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow Bendigo slowly across. I'm gonna have to just go through the water though. Won't be able to do the leap.
All right. You'll also need to make an athletics then because you'll have to kind of swim across. I wouldn't step into
not
that
so.
circle though.
Yeah, that circle.
Yeah, I'm avoiding the circle. Under all costs, avoid the circle. Athletics checks coming up here. I'm really amazing at athletics. Not really since the shark attack. I've been good at athletics. As you can see, oh my gosh.
Well,
Holy cow.
Although sometimes you get a little bit lucky on your, D4 check. Look at that.
Got a little vim going on this
Look
evening.
at
Oh.
Henry's feeling frisky. Look out.
When I'm with Bendigo, he kind of inspires that in me.
You just saw him naked.
Yeah, I'm all excited.
All right, Moira.
I'm gonna head upstream, I guess. Walk along the shoreline, minus the little circle.
And Charlie.
That's where I was headed to, but I can't seem to grab my
Oh,
character. I'm sorry,
Okay.
I don't know why.
so you're heading in that general direction there as well.
Thank
Where
you.
did McFarlane come from?
He kind of just tagged along.
Tagging along.
Yep.
Can I shoot him?
McFarlane. Yeah,
No,
if you
he's
want
the-
to.
He's working on a ballad,
He seems a little.
wants to witness the epic battle.
Something seems a little off about that guy. It's probably his hat.
Or the fact he was playing a ukulele. Because it only had 4 strings.
Or his soap holster.
Can I?
And
Hey,
his
that
leg
makes him
warmers.
trustworthy. Can I actually tie my electro staff to the rope and drag it through the water?
Oh, the electro staff dragged the staff through the water?
Yeah. So I have this, I'm charging the water and that'll really make him mad.
Sure. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, I want to do that instead. Just slap the water. I'm going to drag my electro staff like I'm fishing.
And right now in this area, it doesn't seem when you activate the electro staff in there. I mean, you see fish for sure. Just some of them just actually go blah, 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 blah. And others just shoot, away from the staff, feeling that pulse of the electricity in the water. They instinctively just kind of get away from it. You don't see any big movements down there at all. What do we want to do now?
Keep moving toward the cave.
Towards the
Yep.
cave? Okay.
Yep.
When you approach the mouth of the cave, you can kind of see that there's this kind of weird, kind of orange pulsating glow coming from the cave. It's dark in there, but you do see light inside. Beyond the mouth, it's kind of hard to really kind of see.
I mean, it's completely submerged. Where
No.
is it?
Nope. It's if you got down in the water, you could actually walk in, and it's probably about waist deep at that level right there.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Do we want to send Blinky in first?
I didn't end up bringing Blinky.
You didn't bring him.
Oh, you didn't bring
Yeah.
Okay. I missed that. Okay.
Well, I guess we're going in the water. And I start unbuttoning my shirt and I take my hat off again.
And Moira, you went to the edge there, still
Yeah.
on land, correct?
I'm gonna go in the cave.
So you are going to get in the water and go in the cave?
Yep.
Okay. All right. So we'll move. Is everybody doing that?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow behind everybody, but keep we're alone in the cave. Ooh.
Bendigo, do you want to don the suit, the self-contained underwater breathing apparatus?
The scubs.
I mean, I can. You made it. You don't want to try it out?
No, I just thought you were not exactly dressed for the occasion and might want to suit up.
I mean, yeah, I could. I realized that nobody else is taking their clothes off to get in the water at that point. And I was like, oh, no, Charlie, I can take a hint. You could just tell me. It's all right. And I put my hat back on, but I leave my shirt off and I wander back into the water. Well, I could be a gentleman. Crunch it down. Well, yeah, if you need me to, I'll put it on and I'll give it a shot. Would anybody else like to do it instead? Henry, did you want to go underwater and try to breathe like a fish?
No,
I'm a little too old for that now.
Bendigo, I can walk with you. I think I can do that. I think I can go down and walk with you.
Right, mate. Let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
I'll
So
put
you
on
guys,
the scubs.
are you going to put the suit on?
She offered.
All right. That'll take about 5 minutes.
Maybe later.
Everybody's attacking me. Bendigo's like, hold on.
Hold on.
I mean,
It is a
Maybe we-
little bulky.
And we don't have to go all the way.
Have you ever tried to put on an actual scuba suit? It's probably 10 times harder than that.
I mean, do we want to vote on it and like wait and see if we do need it?
Well, first of all, does the Grindylows see anything happen? Like, do they see us coming in?
Well, I don't know. Have we gone in the cave yet?
You know what? I'll wait on the scubs. Let's just go in the cave.
Okay.
Into the cave.
Yeah.
Into
There's
the
plenty
cave.
of time to test it later.
Right.
Water's not that deep anyway.
I
Right.
prepare my cane to shoot.
All right, so you guys end up coming into this cave entrance here. You have to duck down just a little bit to be able to get in, but the stream is coming out of this cave and into the Firth. As you guys emerge, you detect this orange glow kind of coming from these kind of crystalline-like rocks that are lining this little cove inside the cave. And milling about in here are several more of these greenish frog-like creatures just along the rock line inside. At this point, they have not noticed you. So if we need to, we can roll some initiative. First things first, though. Give me a notice roll.
Like everybody?
Yeah.
Can't see him. I can't see him. Can't see him. Okay.
Good one, Moira.
So
You rolled
Moira
for
got the
me,
highest
Parker?
one.
Good.
Hold on. I'm working on it here.
A lot.
No, and Hieronymus. Okay, Moira and Hieronymus, maybe the first two through, and kind of peeking around just a little bit. You see those creatures, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them around the area. And just beyond, up in a little raised portion on the upper left-hand side, you see two more figures, and they seem to be two children. That are kind of huddled up there and appear to be kind of eating something up in the corner.
Okay. How many kids did they say that had gone missing?
2.
Okay.
3.
Yeah.
All
right.
And so, what's the plan at this point?
I see the children, and I'm immediately gonna head over to them. If I see that, I noticed the Grindelow that's there too, so I'm gonna immediately start making my way over to him.
Okay, quietly, or are you just gonna?
Well, I mean, I think the cat's out of the bag if we're all walking in water.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way to.
They have not noticed you yet.
Really?
Now, you're probably also not standing in that big huddle that I've got you in right there.
Right.
But yeah, you're just outside the entrance.
Okay.
Henry, do you think maybe you could take one out at least from a distance so we could kind of have the element of surprise?
I could probably take them all out. No, I can take one out. You want me to do it? I'll shoot him.
I think that makes sense. At least try to get some kind of advantage.
I think we'll do that as a decoy, and then, like I said, I think we need to go over and, from our standpoint, it looks like we need to protect those children. So
this would be, since they haven't noticed you yet, this would be something called the drop. You've got the drop on these guys.
We've got the drop.
Can I shoot?
You can shoot. Let me just look this up real quick and see what the actual. He's going to go ahead and roll.
I'm going to use a Benny.
Because you told him he could shoot.
That wasn't my. I'm going to use a Benny. There we go. And I'm going to. Here we go. Let's do power up. Do this. Let's do this. Come on. Yeah.
So you can add +4 to that since you have the drop.
+6 then. All right, let's do this. +6. Roll.
That's a critical failure.
Wow.
The flintlock pistol got wet.
Yeah.
Wow.
I rolled 2 1s.
All right, so it backfires on you.
There goes the element of surprise.
And creates a loud boom at the entrance there. So you have now drawn the attention of all of the creatures inside the cave. So now we shall begin contact or combat. And I don't have
everybody.
enough.
I think it's time for me to tell you I might have Alzheimer's. I think I'm having some serious issues. It's time for me to put my cane over the mantle.
Damn it! Oh, I hate this fucking thing.
Indigo, we were off to such a good start at this campaign. Now I'm not sure. What use I am to the party.
Oh, mate, you've seen my shots up till now. Nobody bats 1,000.
Hieronymus got a red joker, so he gave everybody a Benny at least.
Hey.
So that's good.
Well, hope you're all up to it.
So Hieronymus, you get to go first at this point.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna pull out both of the pistols that I have, and I'm gonna take aim at 2 different Grindelows, one on the left, one on the right, by the kids.
Okay, so can you target both of them?
Let's see.
I think if you hold shift You should be able to do that.
To target both. Okay, 1, 2. Yep, got it.
Okay.
And then here.
Shut up, cat. I don't know what you want, and I don't care. Go away from the door.
I need some love. Give me love.
I heard how your game is.
All right, so there's a 6.
Okay.
Oh, 7.
Somehow you missed one, but got the other one. That doesn't make any sense. Go ahead and roll your damage.
I don't know. Maybe it's too far away.
Could be, yes.
12.
1 wound and shaken.
You missed one, but you managed to wound and damage them both.
Right.
I just go, whoo.
All right, so those two are shaken. I'm giving you that you hit them both.
Now they hit. Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right, so you've got 2 now that you've winged both of them, one in the shoulder, one in the leg, and you hear that kind of growl when they both get hit. Okay. From there, we move on to another Grindelow, who is going to.
By the way, we can't move anywhere.
You can't?
No, I was trying to move out. Well, no, there goes Bendigo. Why can't I move?
You not clicked on. Oh.
Are you still in selection mode?
I think there's a wall. There's a wall there too.
Oh, is there? All right.
Oh, yeah, that's what.
I may just have you trapped. My apologies.
Yeah, there we go.
Are you good now? Okay.
Yep. Because I'm out there.
All right. So this Grindelow jumps into the water and kind of goes invisible once he goes underneath. We're going to go to Charlie next.
I've lost battery power on my proper beams,
sorry.
so I'm trying to use...
Let me ask something real quick. Hieronymus, did you move to that spot?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I moved out to that spot as I was making my way across.
Okay. Okay. Just making sure. Okay. All right. And I'm sorry, Christy. Go ahead.
No, I was just pre-apologizing for being clunky, and you might have to do any rolls for me because I'm trying this on a phone and it's not really working. No I think am I close enough to get to any of the creatures? The Grindelows?
Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just gonna kind of go in and try to grab him and punch him and wrestle him.
Yep, you can get to this one right here. And you're gonna try to punch them or wrestle them.
Is it the same?
It's the same roll.
Strength and athletics.
Fighting, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, athletics if you're going to wrestle, I guess. Yes. So.
Yeah, I'm kind of trying to do, not like a punch to knock it senseless exactly, more like a grapple kind of thing.
Okay.
To contain it and crush it a little bit, like in the crook of my arm.
Okay.
It's like a headlock, but I don't know if it's, the physiology is unclear to me.
All right, so you got a 13 there to do that. So yes, you're able to subdue him. And are you wanting to do damage to him as well?
Not significant damage at the moment.
All right, so the aim here is to basically cause him to be bound and entangled, and with the raise, you certainly can do that. All right, so he is bound and entangled. Of course, it's not showing me that anywhere, but...
So just locked in a fishy embrace?
Yep. Okay, so you've got him. Lady Moira.
How can we tell how deep that water is?
It's
Is it
difficult to
possible?
tell. You can see kind of a shimmer on the bottom here and there, but it's kind of difficult to gauge the depth. Now Hieronymus is in it though, so
Yeah.
he's. Can you swim, Andy?
No, I don't really need to.
And you're going to walk on the floor. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You are deep enough to be covered pretty much all the way up over top of your head.
Okay.
I'm just gonna try and swim across and hid while people are fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see the kid.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Find
So
it.
you can make an athletics and attempt to swim across. And I'll give you a little bit of a bump there so you can maybe. Would you stop? I swear to God. What is your move again?
Me? I'm just gonna beeline it straight across to the kid.
What is your move?
What is my move?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Your how many spaces can you move?
Oh,
Your
is that my 6?
6. Okay.
Sorry.
And then so you can go 6, and then if you want to roll a 6-sided dice, you can add to that to get you over there. I'm gonna go throttle this cat. Just bear with me, okay? I'll be back.
5. Oh. No, Hieronymus.
For the viewers, he's really not going to harm the cat. He loves the cat. Make sure everybody knows.
He's a sweetie.
What's our view number now? How many people do we have? 20? 25? 10?
Hold on, I'll tell you. Oh, I don't think I subscribed on this computer.
No, but have you guys noticed that our GM does not look like Mr. 6 this week as he did in the previous 2 weeks ago?
Okay, I think I'm gonna go with cremation. I've got a space on the mantle for him.
Good thing.
Okay. So, did you roll your pace then to get across?
Oh, I just moved my pace.
Okay, so you're just going to go the 6?
How about that?
Okay. All right, so then you can get 4 more spaces over
9, 10.
where you are.
I moved diagonal some and up some, so I did not count the extras to make it go diagonal. If that makes sense.
You could get, I mean, if you just went an absolute diagonal from where you were, roughly like right there.
Okay. Let's do that then.
Okay. All right, and then we go to, it's a Grimilo, this one. He dives in underwater and out of sight. And he's going to attack Hieronymus. And let's see here. He's going to roll.
And do an evade. Or is he just coming up?
Yeah, he's just coming up. Your parry is automatic.
Oh, okay.
And I don't think he succeeded. Now, the other one is also the one that went in earlier. He's also doing the same. and mist as well. So you see these things underwater. Like from the surface, when they go underwater, you can't see them. But underneath the water, you can see them, and they're coming at you, and they're throwing claws, trying to get at you. But it's glancing off your body armor. So after those two guys go, we're gonna go to Bendigo.
Right. I reckon that I'm going to. Let me see what kind of weapons I got. I probably don't want to use the electro staff in the water with so many people.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to try to swim towards the kids. I'm going to follow Lady Moira. Because that seems like it might be important.
Mm-hmm.
And my pace is 6. So can I roll that and see if I can go faster? Or
Yes. Yeah, you can
what do I
double
roll?
it. Well, right next to that, there should be another 6-sided die. You just click that.
Got it. And there we go.
Yeah, so you can get up right next to her and actually in between the two kids if you wanted to.
Okay. Let's see. G'day, kids. What are you doing all the way down here? This isn't any place for you to be hanging out.
They look up at you and kind of just back up like they're scared of you, and back up to the rock wall behind them.
Oh, sorry, kids. Didn't mean to frighten you. We're here to help. We're from the government.
Famous last words.
Tyler climbs out and into this little rock formation where the crystals are glowing over there by Charlie, and is basically covering the area where the kids are located with his rifle. We are going to re-roll for initiative, and
Did everybody go?
I skipped you, didn't I?
I think.
I am very sorry. I apologize. It would be your turn.
Since I can't really swim, can I like skirt around the bottom, kind of where Henry is? Can I get to the bottommost creature?
Pretty low, yeah. Should
by
be able to.
land.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'll get to him. I think I can get there and try to use my electro staff to finish him off.
Yep, you can do that.
I can't move there because of the wall thing, but
Oh, sorry. I'll get you.
I'll target the guy.
There you go.
And let's see. Here.
All right, that's a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage there on that one. Wounded and shaken. I think that probably is going to take him out. Yeah, that took him out.
Sweet.
And Henry stepped away for a moment there, didn't he?
Yep.
I'm right here.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
okay. Yep.
It's the parrots talking.
The parrots. I'm right here.
Right here.
Yeah, right here. Right. It's your turn.
Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him.
Who?
One of the creatures.
All right.
Here we go. I'm gonna shoot this one here. Ready? Are you ready?
Which one?
I targeted it. I've learned some things
Okay. I can't see which one.
on my
it is.
ears.
Not the one I'm holding, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Shoot. There we go.
All right. So roll your damage.
plus.
No, you hit yourself. You have yourself targeted. That's why I couldn't tell who you were targeting.
I did 9 damage to the one over here that Charlie
Okay, so
told me.
that one. Okay, all right. That's definitely.
Sorry, I didn't know you were doing anything with it, Charlie.
Definitely
I
hit.
just shot it.
And you got a 9. So that is going to be. All right, so you hit that.
Was I not supposed to shoot that one?
No.
Oh.
No.
And Charlie's got it in a headlock basically at this point, and you shoot it directly on top of its head, and it just splatters all over her, and his head pops like a watermelon. Just like the watermelons that he loved to eat.
Well, what were you planning on doing with it,
Only
Charlie?
so many weeks ago.
What were you going to do with it? Give it a kiss? Give it a hug?
No.
Interrogate it?
I don't know. Maybe it's
I'm sorry.
endangered and
Oh,
might have
well,
taxidermied it.
dead now. It's dead now.
It's really endangered now.
All right, so everybody has had a chance to go. It rolls back around at the top of initiative. Henry actually has initiative this time.
I'll
So
shoot another one.
you're going to shoot another one. The only other one that you can currently
here.
see at this point is the one that's up here.
Yeah, I shoot it.
Okay. I shoot it.
Shoot it.
Shoot it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you can
shoot
shoot
it
it.
dead. That one's dead. Here
I
we
think
go.
you still have yourself targeted again, so you're shooting
You
yourself.
shot yourself.
Right.
But I'll do the math and I'll figure it out. Oh, shit.
He's stunned.
I'm gonna shoot it. Ouch!
All right, so
He
Kill it.
shoots the ceiling
You
and
killed it.
rocks fall down.
you killed it.
Jeez.
There we go. That's some good shooting.
Oh, shit. Father Mapple.
Can I?
You see
Can I?
Hieronymus underneath the surface, okay, from your vantage point.
Uh-huh.
And you see him kind of looking around in 2 different areas like he is being attacked underneath the water. But you cannot see what is attacking him.
Okay. Can I just attempt to sort of harpoon
Mm-hmm.
where I think they're going to be?
Yep, that'll be at a -2 once again.
Okay. Oops, I just targeted myself on accident. Just pulled a Henry.
And 4. All right, so and that was at a -2, so that would have been a 2. So yeah.
Well, that was I didn't.
Oh, that's
do
right.
+2.
Because you're +2, right? Okay. Still not enough. Oh well. Boy, you can't see him.
That was the -2.
Go ahead and give me a damage roll.
Okay.
And I think we're gonna have to. I'll make one of them visible so you can actually do that.
Oh, all right.
There he is.
So I'll target him first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep. He's got a toughness of 6, so no damage on that one. You kind of just barely clip it and scratch it, but it doesn't do enough to do any damage. Hieronymus. You've got 2 next to you. I'll make the other one visible here.
Okay. So I feel something behind me, which would have been Father Mapple's harpoon.
Mm-hmm.
And I quick look back and I aim blind to the guy behind me and then straight on to the guy in front of me and fire both.
Okay.
So is that? I think I should 2 separate because one's gonna be at a.
You're firing the 2 pistols?
Yeah, which are the
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna fire the 2 pistols because I still had those out from when I came in. So
because it's point blank range, you're not going to take any minuses here. They're pretty much
they're
right
right
there.
on me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let's see. Target him. Oh, dude. I know how Henry is targeting himself. Let's see. And shooting.
Hits on both. Go ahead and roll your damage on both of those.
Damage. 6.
Okay, shaking. I don't think either one of them had taken damage yet, so they are just shaken. Got both of those, but now they're visible. That would be this one, so I'm going to roll to see if he will go unshaken. Now, of course, this stupid piece of shit. Roll to 3, remains shaken. This one here. Oh, a critical failure. I think you should take a wound for that. What do you say?
He just floats to the surface. Starts doing the backstroke.
Okay. After the 2 Grindylow, Lady Moira.
I'm just gonna try to approach the children. Talk bad at dialogue. It's okay. You 2 are safe now. And I'm just slowly walking towards them.
Okay. Give me persuasion. Okay. Yeah, that's good. The little girl kind of looks up at you and kind of reaches and kind of tugs at your kilt and kind of pulls herself kind of close and grabs hold of your leg.
Okay.
The boy is just kind of still shaking, but he's looking directly at you. You certainly have his attention.
Okay.
Charlie.
So what have I got near me?
A dead Grindylow.
All over me.
And Tyler McFarlane is pretty much right next to you as well. And he's got his gun trained on the area where the kids are.
Shall I ask him why?
You never know what else is going to be popping out. We can't see under the water.
So there's one loose?
I don't know, ma'am. Just being cautious.
Have we secured all 3 that we know of?
There were 5 in here. And counting the dead, you have 3 dead.
Okay.
But the two in the middle are visible now, right?
They are visible now, yes. Yeah. The ones that are close to Hieronymus are now visible. Still underwater, but visible.
Okay, and Hieronymus is under attack.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna head for them.
The ones underwater?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll get you in there. You're going to go fisticuffs with one of them?
Yeah, I think since they aren't visible from above, I'm just gonna dive under.
Okay, and now these are now visible. That's what we were saying. These 2 are now visible
Okay.
from up above.
I'm just gonna go in fisticuffs then.
Okay. All right. And you're going to attack the one closest to you.
Yep.
And it's going to be a fighting. Or are you going to wrestle him again?
Nah.
Okay.
This time I'll a right hook.
Okay. That's a hit. Oh, and I think you destroyed him. Oh my
god! Or your right hook just went right through their face.
Christy.
Oh my god.
So strong.
That's awesome.
Oh, wow. So with your mechanical arm, you reach and just and hit the thing dead center in his chest, and you just shish kebabbed him on your mechanical arm.
Gooey.
And inside that little whisper says, yes.
Come on.
Wow. That's just horrifying.
After that, the other one's like, I'm done. I give up.
I'm out.
I'm out.
Okay, where do we leave off here? Maffle, Moira, Charlie, Grindelow, Dead, Tyler, Bendigo.
Okay, so Lady Moira's got Abby hanging onto her kilt, right? And
Yeah.
little Jackson is looking at her, but he's still scared.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm going to take my hat off and say, here you go, mate. Why don't you try this on? It's a special hat that keeps you safe. And you can even hold this boomerang. And I hand him the boomerang and I try to put the hat on his head.
All
But
right,
be careful of the edges of the boomerang. They're sharp.
roll a persuasion at a +2.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Okay, so that negatives out my -2.
Right.
See if I did that right. Ooh.
Oh, there you go.
Nice.
All right.
Okay.
So I kind of moved you guys a little bit closer to the kids at that point.
Okay.
And you put the hat on his head. You give him the boomerang.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he kind of is taking a look at the boomerang, and he looks up at you, and he kind of smiles a little bit. Both of you guys over there, roll notice for me.
Uh-oh. They're gonna bite us. Oh, spend a penny. There we go.
Okay. So as you're kind of looking them over, just making sure that they're not hurt too badly, you kind of both take note, and they both have these cuts right here in their neck. And they both seem to be kind of fluttering a little bit. They have gills. And as you notice that, behind you, this gigantic creature comes up out of the water
Oh my god.
and makes an attempt to grab both of you guys. And it is a much larger version of the Grindelow that you have encountered thus far. I will show you a little picture of what that looks like.
It's a Grandilow.
There's that one. That one has actually almost like a mermaid-like lower portion of the body. And she is going to attempt to grapple the two of you. Oh dear.
Oh.
Oh, we did.
grabs hold of both of you guys and just rips you away from those kids and into the water back in here. So you are both now submerged with her.
Better than what? I thought he was going to say rips you in half. I was like,
Uh-oh, that's a way to end it.
And curtain out.
And we're gonna re-roll initiative for everybody. All right, Father Mapple, you're up.
You forgot Grindalo.
Hmm?
I was telling Chris you forgot a Grindalo.
He was trying to roll to be unshaken. I didn't forget him.
Got you. Okay.
And I can see him now.
Yes.
Okay? Mm-hmm. I'll make another attempt with the harpoon.
Clearing out some of the dead, so it's not quite so cluttered.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ah, that's pretty good. Roll that damage.
Right.
Ooh, just shaken. How about that? I thought he was already shaken. He is already shaken. So that's going to be a wound. All right. So you hit him. You've got it lodged in his side. So you can probably pull him away from Andy if need
Yeah,
be.
that's my intention.
Mm-hmm. Hieronymus.
I probably noticed the big kaplunk back in behind me, and I see the queen. Like, do I have a?
Yep.
I just turn and fire both weapons at her.
Okay. Target her and give her a shot.
Target. There we go.
That's a hit.
Okay. And that'd be double, right?
Yeah,
One for each bullet.
You got to roll though twice to do it.
Okay.
So yeah.
So there was one. So that was 9.
Okay, so she's shaken.
There's a 7 for shot. And
Oh,
it's unfortunate.
mm-hmm. All right, so she is at least shaken right now. So in that, she kind of lets go of Bendigo and Lady Moira. So you are no longer in her grasp, but you are underwater. Bendigo, it's your turn.
So I'm on mute. So we're all in the water with this thing. So I can't really use my electric staff because I'll. Okay.
You could.
I just might fry everybody. I'm gonna take my rope and try and tangle her up, so she can't do that again. Is that okay?
Sure. So that's going to be in athletics.
Okay. Let me get it equipped real quick. Let's see here.
You're going to want at least a 7.
Okay.
You're just spending those bennies just to keep getting lower.
I'm out of bennies.
All right, out of bennies.
So
you
that
get
did
the
not
rope out, and you're trying your best, and you're almost getting yourself wrapped up in it.
Okay, thanks. Sounds about right.
Henry.
I'm a shooter.
Okay, -2 on this. She's not invisible, but she's definitely hard to get a beat on.
So that's just back to normal for me. Okay, let's do it. I got her targeted. Got a raise, huh?
Yep.
Oh. 34. 6 wounds and shaken. Take that.
What?
Henry is back. Henry is back, ladies and gentlemen. I may be old.
Oh my God.
But don't count Henry out.
6 wounds. That's ridiculous.
Did you kill her?
He's got a mod on. I just want to point that out.
He's using an aimbot.
Yeah.
So,
That was like, how many sixes was that? That was like, I just saw them kept coming.
you
Yeah.
take the cane and aim at it. You charge
4
it up
sixes.
with your bolt and just, and that entire area just erupts in this green goo.
No, I didn't use a bolt.
Oh, no bolt.
Because that was a straight shot.
Okay. All right. Wow. So she just
You found the soft spot.
explodes in that water, and this green scum just comes down from the ceiling. It's dripping off of the stalactites up top. It's a gigantic mess. And I know we are like 30 minutes past time, so I want to try to wrap this up as quickly as we can for you guys. So nice shot, Henry.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I was worried about myself for a while there.
The 2 children, you are able to convince to come out with you. They do have these gills on their necks, but they still have their wits and their senses about them. They are still human children. But something here has caused them to begin to metamorphosize. But by taking them away from this, it stops that process. There's something to do with these crystals, a mixture of whatever's in these crystals and whatever they were being fed, and how it was being prepared by the Grindelow Queen. She was secreting some sort of substance onto the food that she was feeding the children. And when they described what the food was, you realize it was livers and intestines.
Gross.
They were eating human livers and intestines that had been harvested.
Mm-hmm.
With fish goo on them.
With fish goo on them and whatever these crystals are here in this cave. Somehow it's connected to the Grindelow and their existence. Moira can do some research on that, and without a mate, the Grindelow Queen is not able to create progeny from her own loins. And this is apparently a secondary method of creating these creatures. The Grindelow had been appeased for quite some time by these watermelons. They became kind of addicted to the fruit, and during the time period of the last 40 years or so, they were content just to feed off of the food source of the watermelons. But when that dried up, unfortunately, they returned to their more carnivorous means. In reference to the map and the book that you found for Shambhala, at this point, I assume that you and the group are probably wanting to try to pursue that avenue in some manner. Is that correct? So you would have to get some sort of leave or clearance from the Knights of Victoria in order to do that. And you will have had the opportunity to reach out in the following days to speak with your handler, the Artful Dodger, and to Sherlock Holmes himself about your findings. And Holmes reveals to you that your uncles were secretly members of the Knights of Victoria. And this was actually a life that they were kind of priming you for. And the fact that you have found one of their most treasured secrets, he is allowing you and the team to make this official Knights of Victoria business in order to find this mythical land of Shambhala, and also to get to the bottom of whatever it is that has unearthed and brought forth the spirit of both of your uncles. So that's where we're going to leave this first chapter of Avalon by Gaslight, knowing that you're going to be hitting the road in chapter 2 and traveling across the globe from location to location, uncovering secrets of Shambhala.
Before we go, can I talk to Charlie about putting on the underwater breathing apparatus that she worked so hard on and taking it out into Lake Colin?
Yeah. I think that would be great. You'll have plenty of time to do it because I got the cylinders for that suit from the vehicle that our driver brought us up here in. So it's going to take him a while to fix that engine.
Perfect. Okay.
Then we also have to convince people to let us back on the train back to London.
Well, maybe we shouldn't take the train.
We should all wear disguises.
Hot air balloon.
Okay, then I'm gonna go practice your scubs. I'm gonna use that and explore it out in what I'm calling Lake Colin in the Colin Firth.
The Colin Firth. Well, you will certainly be gaining some experience for, these last couple of sessions and so forth. We won't spend the time in dealing with that tonight. Once we jump back into this, once we finish with Tales from the Loop, I may do another little kind of side jaunt into Marvel because I've got a little something cooking for you guys on that. But we'll eventually come back to this if you guys want to. If we're done with this, that's no problem too. We can always find something else. But I'm kind of excited to move on to the Shambhala adventures. I think there can be some really fun stuff and really uncovering a lot more, I think, about each of your individual backgrounds through this next process. I kind of designed it to where you would be visiting places that would be very specific to your individual character backgrounds. So I kind of look forward to getting into that if we can.
Mm-hmm.
But the next time we meet, we'll start our Tales from the Loop adventures, and we'll lose Mike Hancock for a little while. But anytime you want to pop back in, even if it's just for a game or two, during that process, you're more than welcome anytime.
You can,
awesome.
You can give
me a heads up, before we do that. Give us about a week so that I can sit down with you and create a character if need be.
Cool.
But yeah, anytime you want to pop in, you got some free time, pop in.
Awesome.
Your character could totally be the principal of the school. Like you could play the principal of the school and be an anti-hero type thing. Where we don't know if you're really good or bad, working for us or against us,
That works. Can I still be Bendigo Jack?
Principal Bendigo Jack.
Principal Bendigo Jack the fourth. He comes from a long line of explorers and adventurers through Way of England. Until eventually
with the flatulent family.
Yeah, curse. Yeah. They ended up. Yeah, he apparently his great-great-grandfather was like incredibly curious about these Scottish watermelons and traveled to Georgia to see from where they came. and then from there ended up, in Indiana. Trying to find corn that he could grow in Scotland. Took a job as a principal at a school when strange things started happening. Chris goes, yeah, no.
You know what I said earlier about you can jump into this game anytime? Yeah,
I forgot. Not going to work out that way.
You're now banned.
But we can eat at the Tennessean, so
Oh. Okay, cool.
All right, well, guys, thank you so much for entertaining me on this little venture, and I think maybe when we revisit Savage Worlds, we will likely do that in Roll20 instead of Foundry, because it's not working out so well for that. But hopefully, Tales from the Loop will go better in here. It seems like, and because I won't be doing so many maps and all that sort of stuff, it's really more theater of the mind. I think we can usually just use that just for our character sheets and so forth, and that should be fine. You guys didn't have any issues with the character sheets in Tales from the Loop, correct? Seemed to work out okay.
Oh yeah, no, that was fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All righty. And push comes to shove, we can always drop that and just go to pencil and paper, and it'll be fine that way too. So, all right. Anything else you guys need before we sign off for the night?
Everybody be safe.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Good game, everybody. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
Night, everybody.
Yeah.
Thanks, Chris.
Hey. All right.
Thanks.
Talk to you soon, everybody.
See you in a few.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.